Halo placement at LAN.
Oh, I don't remember.
Don't give me that crap.
Listen, okay? No one cares about Golden Boy the player.
I do.
They care about the global icon, the national treasure, the entertainer of millions. All right, the good thing though, I was just told the game's gonna start. So it's time to dive into the action, folks. It's gonna be Str8 Rippin versus eRa Eternity, and let's send it over to our casters to get this game going.
All right, thank you, Golden Boy. And to touch on the note that Walsh was talking about, yeah, you just want to keep those games going, game after game, no breaks. We just want to keep gaming. And also to note, talking about that HCS playlist, Sims does have a negative KDA overall throughout that playlist as well, just to note. But into the match, here we go. Strongholds on Eden. Ghost, how are you feeling about this matchup?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. I know that Str8 Rippin has been playing extremely well this weekend so far, you know, edging out Luminosity. And so, yeah, I'm curious to see how Randa and the team do today. You know, going up against Str8 Rippin, it's a little bit of an uphill battle for him, but they, I think they're qualified enough to take it down.
There you go. Staying over now to Prototype, a.k.a. Pete Tizite. Been competing for quite some time. Picks up the kill on Hines. He's going to go down, but Str8 does have the rockets on top of the camo. Ace spots a player trying to stay alive with the camo. Gives him the juke. APG says, let me help you out here, Ace. Got you back. Helps him out, but bombarded by grenades, but he will be able to get that top middle control. Let's see if they're going to be able to now potentially get this nest. There you go. All three strongholds captured now at about the minute mark, and Hines now just trying to stay back. Player gets down to one shot. What are the two most influential strongholds here, Ghost? What do you think? What are the two that most teams really kind of push for?
I mean, I think that the two that we've seen really since the start of Halo 5 has definitely been top blue catwalk and that red nest. You know, we talk about how useful they are in terms of vantage points, blocking spawns over in security and red base, and really just having that free reign all around the map, being able to move really effortlessly to help out and use teamwork and use that type of pressure to win the game. So yeah, I really think that catwalk and red nest are the biggest. But hey, blue bend, you know, you can get some unorthodox type of plays in there as well.
Nice triple kill from Ace here as he makes his way over to top catwalk. Getting great grenades there on top nest. Gets some hit markers. Not going to be able to get the kill though, as they're trying to just get some control here. Gets caught around the corner by Randa, and that is going to be 2 down for Str8, 2 down for eRa. eRa really kind of holding on right now, and I'm super interested to see kind of, yeah, how this game one kind of kicks off this series. Nice stick from APG to Commonly. That will be Hammy. Overshield just still hanging out there, still up, and I believe that went into the hands of Denoxide.
Yeah, the Noxide did grab the rockets and the overshield. We're going to hop on board with him in just a second. And moving on to Ace right now, though, as he's moving over to the top catwalk. And we are about to move over into Denoxide. Here we go. Rockets, overshield, and observer mode. Side.
There you go. Flying around. He knows players are at Blue Bend as they just got that capture. Moving quickly. He does have a rocket left. Finds a player up out by Sniper, getting caught out in the open. That's Baby J. Here you go. 2v1. 2 back-to-back 2v1s there. Great teamwork here from the Str8 Rippin side, working together really well. Denoxide saving that rocket for another time here as they start to find these players off of spawn in the red base. Not able to really connect and find anybody here. We can see these players here with those outlines. He will find Prototype to hit the killing spree, but still a very close game right now. Yeah, they're getting a lot of kills. It looks like they're getting a lot of slays, but at the same time, you've got eRa really answering back, just constantly countering with the strongholds capture.
Yep. And that was a little bit of an awkward play for me right there, Mike. I mean, we saw Denoxide. He had the rocket launcher, he had overshield, and he elected to actually go underneath, you know, the map, or excuse me, underneath, you know, that bottom bridge, pushed into red nest, or excuse me, bottom red nest, and tried to use a rocket launcher there rather than worrying about, you know, control of the map and just worrying about kills a little bit too much, and now, you know, it's a little bit of a tough situation.
Trying to find that player through the stairs and get a shot on. Not going to be able to connect. Move it to Ace now as he picks up a kill. Trying to take down this player 1v1, but 2 players are going to spot him and pick him up. It's 31 to 35 right now. eRa staying close here, not letting that lead slip away. Back and forth we go between these two teams. Rockets are going to be up. We're seeing both teams here make a battle for it. These rockets always very important, along with overshield. Getting ready to pop here in just a second, but that's 3 down for Str8 Rippin. just for a moment. Overshield gets picked up by Randa as he makes his way outside. Rockets still, I believe they're still up, unless that's going to be Commonly who just picked them up as well. So all the goodies into the hands of eRa. Let's see what they can do with him. Commonly finds a player, spots him, gets a kill, finds another one, but he'll go down with the Rockets as he finishes a kill. Randa still with so much overshield as now Nades finally taking that down just a bit.
And look at how they just managed to not only grab that overshield, focus on that first and foremost, then grab the Rockets. Commonly flew out to Catwalk to try and put his damage down, while Randa moved over to Red Nest to help out a teammate with overshield, both making exceptional plays, and now they are in the lead 52-35.
Here you go, Randa still just cruising on by. Can he do it? No, he'll go down here in the security. That's APG going down as well. Ace trying to get a hold here at top middle on the catwalk. Not going to be able to do so. Still seems like Str8 Rippin is kind of struggling to really kind of get a hold on really exactly what they want to do. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, we just saw triple cap coming out, you know, from eRa. They were in complete control of the map, and Str8 Rippin just playing a little bit slow. You know, they didn't get that Rockets, they didn't get the overshield, the camo was burned, and it's just going back and forth right now. Str8 Rippin pretty much needs to wait for this next, you know, the next rotation of weapons to come up.
Yeah, Ace just got caught out there at top catwalk. Didn't really have any teammates nearby. Grenades coming in, flying in, but here we go. Rockets getting ready to come up as well.
And Denoxide, Mike, is just doing work right now for Str8 Rippin. 18-8. Obviously, we saw him at the Rockets a little bit earlier. And Hammy, Commonly, over on the other side on eRa, 14-7. These guys are leading both of their teams, doing extremely well.
Let's go back over to Denoxide here. He just picked up a double kill, doing incredibly well right now. Now holding up at top nest, throwing grenades all over, trying to bring his team back into this. Gets some shots down across the map, down to one shot. Not going to be able to do so. APG now has the Rockets.
Not only that, he's got that overshield as well, Mike, and you know what that means. We're going to get a perfect kill out of him, and he's going to try and stay alive, but it looks like he was managed to get cleaned up by Baby J, but hey, they finally got some hill time.
Yeah, they had a triple cap there for just a moment, but lose that right. They lost that shortly after. Let's see if Heinz is going to be able to kind of get his foot planted here by the security and kind of make sure that they do not lose this catwalk. It's constantly being overthrown by the eRa squad when they're spawning here over by blue. Ace finds the player, will take him down with that camo. Still now making this comeback little by little. Baby J just flying out towards the front of blue base. He'll get caught out on his own, and Ace doing a phenomenal job right now. Getting ready to queue up the triple. Picks up the double. Teammate nearby. He'll finish off the killing spree, though. Could have been an opportunity for an overkill there.
Yeah, unbelievable plays right there out of Ace. This guy's pistol is clearly on fire right now. Switching over to Baby J, though. Ace has just been a monster. Grabbing the camo now twice. We saw him have it in his hands. And now Heinz picks up a huge double. Top catwalk, maintains control. And look at this. They are about to close that gap.
Yeah, right you are. Heinz here now picking up another kill with this comeback as well. I'd love to hear the communication here from Str8 Rippin, so let's jump into a listen in with Str8 Rippin.
Where's the spawn? I'm leaving red. I'm leaving red, guys. Look at my spawn red.
They're gonna go red bed. They're gonna go red bed.
They spawn rockets. Go back to red.
I got rocket.
Too late.
Watch red nest. Watch red nest. 34 OB.
Security, which side? Nice. Thinking of red nest. Yes. In blue.
Nice.
Alright,
hold these
two, we win.
34 OB.
Alright. Two red nest.
Red nest, help.
They have to push.
Hold these two.
What's okay right now, weak? Baby J.
OB's up now. OB's up now. Camo's up
Red
too.
bridge, I think.
Red security.
Red nest.
What a comeback from Str8 Rippin. Fist bumps all around. T-squared with the coach behind them as well, making sure they're timing everything. All smiles all around with that comeback. A little bit of a matrix play there from Squared. You saw that lean back, dodging bullets. Yeah. You don't know what was going on there, but Str8 Rippin definitely playing incredibly well.
Yeah, I mean, Str8 Rippin, it looked like they were down by, quite a bit. It was roughly 75-35 at one point in favor of eRa, but it was really just those power-up pickups that were going in the favor of eRa during those times. But as the game, managed to go on, we saw T-squared as the coach made sure that his players were picking up the overshield. We saw ABG, he grabbed the overshield and the rockets at the end of the game. We saw Ace now had a camo for a second time, and just those two, rotations of those weapons and those power-ups, it turned the entire game around. They ended up going on that huge streak and winning 100-78. Big win out of them.
You really got to call out Denoxide here for the amazing slaying that he did throughout that game. You called out at one point he only had 2 deaths, I believe.
Yep.
And some massive numbers. I mean, when you have someone just constantly putting down damage like that, constantly picking up kills, he had over 3,000 damage dealt. No other player connecting with that either. So it's just Denoxide, he's really evolving as a player. And I think with a lot of these younger guys, it does come down to consistency, but when they are on point, you really see how much of an impact they make on their team.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. I mean, Denoxide being, the recent addition to the squad, replacing Renegade, who recently left for Splice. It's some hard shoes to fill, and I think Denoxide has been trying to find his footing in a bunch of teams, right? We saw him team with Nated, kind of like a brotherly love there, right, over the last Halo World Championship season, and now finds himself alongside Str8 Rippin and a bunch of old veterans. So I think that this could actually go a long way for Denoxide. We talked about Renegade and how much he learned being on this team, along the likes of Heinz, Ace, APG. These guys have done amazing things in Halo history and have some extremely, notable accomplishments. So for Denoxide to join up and to really be able to learn from those experiences, it's a pretty valuable resource.
Yeah, and Denoxide, he's joining into the fun role. That Renegade role where hey man,
do whatever you want.
We're giving you all the power weapons. We're giving you all the goodies. Just do your thing on the map. Just slay, do whatever you want. That's the fun role.
Yeah, Heinz just walks around with his pistol, man. He doesn't need anything else.
Well, we do have an update from the floor as well. Doze eSports versus Lethal Gaming has just finished. Doze eSports wins the series 3-1. Doze is Chaser, Gabriel, Munoz, and King Nick, knocking out Lethal Gaming, Eli Elite, VTech, Triton, and Blaze in quite an epic series.
It was an epic series. I was over there actually for the first couple games, and
heard some yelling going on.
The open event trash talk was real. Let me tell you. I got to say there was a lot of banter. There was a lot of things flying, back and forth. But eventually, it was a 3-1 win. So that was a big win from King Nick and the rest of those guys over there. And but hey, we're moving on to game number 2. Slayer on Plaza. Side, what do you think about this match?
This is a map I think where eRa could do really well, but you can't let Denoxide really get that sniper. He's kind of filling that role for Renegade, but you know who I really want to see? I want to see Ace. He does make that push over now to Sniper. Overshield's going to be top middle. Getting some good cover here with that grenade. Great connection with that grenade. Nice finish off as well. That's Randa and Baby J going down. Early 2-0 lead with an entire sniper rifle.
Yeah, and Randa was actually able to grab the overshield, and then it had it burned by Heinz, going with a frag grenade. So just a little bit of action that happened off screen as now we are on board with Ace and the sniper rifle.
He does make a good prediction. Finds a player down at bottom mid. Not going to be able to finish him, unfortunately. But that's the thing. I mean, a lot of these guys, you look at Ace, some of these older veterans, they're really good at predicting where players are coming from because obviously there's only so many routes. And once you play these game types enough, you know the route most take. Nice no-scope. Can he finish it up with the body shot?
Way.
Not going to be able to. Opts to run away.
Oh
he hits the no-scope. Commonly is sitting down. He's out of the picture, out of the map. No bueno, you're gone. Heinz here to pick up that sniper rifle, but a nice little slide thrust there.
I mean, and not only that wasn't even a body shot. I mean, that was a nice little headshot. So now look at Heinz setting up. He knows the zones, right? He's actually making sure that players are, just doing their civic duty, zoning out those spawns, and now he watches that loop area. So Heinz just doing a great job making sure that he's aware of where these respawn players are pushing from.
A player does sneak behind him, though, here at bottom left. So a player playing very sneaky. Spots a player down low, hits the body shot. Can he turn and get the double? Wish it would have happened, but not going to hit it there. That sniper now goes into the hands of Baby J. APG here on the other side, though, by the cafe. Baby J goes immediately down. Not able to do anything with that sniper rifle. Randa here trying to recover this sniper and see if he's able to do anything with that. Down by 6 kills right now. Spots a player, not able to get an angle, hits the body shot. A lot of body shots happening here so far. He will finish that kill, but go down as well. I mean, what are you seeing so far right now between these two teams? What is Str8 doing right? What is eRa doing wrong?
It just looks like Str8 had complete control of the sniper side of the map. They did a great job, like I said, zoning out the areas to make sure that they knew where the fresh respawns were coming from this eRa Eternity roster. But, you know, seeing Pete Tizzite grab that overshield and then kind of push down into this driveway area, he's not really having much of an impact, if any at all, on the gameplay with that overshield pickup. And now he's out of it. It looks like he's about to get sandwiched. No shields. Denoxide just peek shots the hell out of him right there, Mike.
Not able to do much indeed. That's very unfortunate. 19-9. Str8 Rippin's got to be feeling pretty confident. And look at this. Look at this duo teamwork right here. APG and Hines. A player was sneaking and hiding in the flowers there, but hey, they got a 2-for-2 trade right there. Commonly was able to hide, now make that a 3-for-2 trade. So in the end, worked out pretty well. There is still up by 10 kills, and then catching these players off spawn right now, constantly keeping up that pressure. Sniper's up, hasn't been picked up yet. APG gets spot from behind, almost does it the dirty with the reversal, but not going to be able to get that.
All right, and we are about 50 seconds away from that next overshield popping, but I believe the sniper rifle is in the hands of none other, commonly, the problem himself. This is the second sniper right there, manages to connect with a melee, but Ace takes him down, grabs the sniper rifle, and tries to squeak away. Bottom middle, we know it's a little bit easier now with the new radar. He's able to get out of there a little bit quicker, but let's hop on board and
taking a look at observer mode. Ace finds Randa, takes him down. That's 2 down for eRa. Ace looking across the map, does know a player behind him as his teammate goes down, so he's looking out for him. Sees the plasma pistol, hits the body shot.
My
oh,
goodness.
That could have got a little bit dangerous right there.
I was scared. I mean, we saw APG lose something like that yesterday, so, I mean, just a little bit of a deja vu for him.
Ace making that pressure here over towards the hotel, gets the teamwork, gets that help, and we're just seeing so much more teamwork here out of these guys here on Str8.
Dude, the knock side right now is 14-2. I mean, this guy is putting on a clinic. You know, we see Ace, he has the sniper rifle. If we hop on board to APG, this guy's just grabbed the overshield. Clearly, T-Squared is having an impact on this roster, you know, making sure that they get these weapons. And let's get back on board with Ace. He still has a couple bullets left in that sniper rifle. And,
doubling back, he hits it.
No.
Does he hit the no-scope?
Ooh.
Close, very close. So now they have plasma pistol, they've got sniper rifle. Prototype has to back down. He can't get in there with all that pressure and all those grenades flying in. Down by quite a bit, spots the sniper player. Now starting to make the push up. They just got to work together here. It seems like they're still just making these pushes by themselves. Fighting one-on-ones, not really too many 2v1s going on here from the side of Eternity. You see Prototype trying to make that push up, but Denoxide so sneaky, getting behind the team, takes down one player, gets another player down to one shot, just being such a nuisance.
Yeah, he's just putting on absolute work right now. I mean, 16-4. He's dominating the server. It seems like no one else can really contest with him right now. I think the next highest kills we have is 11, and that's Commonly, who's leading his team. But the rest of the guys over here in this game they're having a little bit of a rough game compared to Denoxide.
Still up by 10 kills over to Denoxide. Finds another player that's one shot. He's gonna opt to make this push. Look at this 1v1. Ooh,
Sniper in
Baby
10.
J. Looks like Denoxide was getting a little bit advantageous there, but nice shots from Baby J to be able to turn that around. Str8 still looking really good. Let's see what Prototype's going to be able to do. I'm really interested. This is where you can kind of see if a team kind of has what it takes, if they're able to bring like this type of game back. When you're down by 10 plus kills, if you're a team that can bring that back, it just shows how well the team you are, using that teamwork, being able to kind of not let a number affect you. You always have that opportunity of making a comeback. Denoxide's going to find that overshield, though.
Yeah, I mean, in Denoxide, you know, clearly I thought that it looked like Str8 Rippin was going to have to forfeit the overshield. They just didn't look like they were in position for it, but Denoxide just swoops in, grabs it, makes sure that they don't give any type of a swing to this eRa roster, and now still with that 11-kill lead, I think that overshield was really the turning point right there. Had eRa managed to snag that and go on a little bit of a run, we might have seen a comeback here, but they're going to have to really bunker down right now if they want to try and win this one out.
Yeah, and the losing team here from the series does go home. pretty interesting, pretty crazy here. And down in the lower bracket, Str8 Rippin versus eRa. I mean, we've seen Str8 and LG fall to the losers bracket quite early. It's not something you're used to seeing. So seeing these guys play kind of in the early rounds of that lower bracket is always a sight to see. But now, I mean, Str8 is proving why they are not one of these lower teams. They want to prove that they are on the top.
Yep.
They want to prove that they are one of the best teams here. They've been kind of stuck in that fourth place spot, and they haven't been able to break out of it. They're hoping with Denoxide they're able to break into the top 3. And then on top of that, they've got T-Squared coaching them.
Oh, yeah, and then look at this. Now we have Ace has the sniper rifle, still in observer mode right now. That's why you can see the players through the walls, if you will. But that is the last kill and the last shot for Ace as he bags that game number 2. Str8 Rippin, looking pretty tough.
And the look from Denoxide, giving him the look, man. We've all seen that one.
Yeah, but the other time that was shown, it didn't end well, right?
It didn't end well. That is true.
So
but
just, you know,
look
maybe
at these stats, though.
some foreshadowing.
Yeah, that is some good foreshadowing there. But I would be, you know, if an eRa Eternity brought this back, you know, I mean, I would be quite surprised.
Yeah, I would be surprised too. But anyways.
Str8 looks like they're, I mean, just look at Denoxide stats right now. 20 and 10. Look at the assists here from Str8 as well.
Yep.
And every time it felt like we were with Ace, Denoxide, anybody from Str8, it always felt like you just saw them in pairs, constantly moving in pairs. And eRa just trying to do maybe a little bit too much on their own and getting caught off, but that's something, it's good to take that in and kind of learn from that. It always takes more teamwork to take it to the next level. Yeah,
and I think what's interesting there for me, Mike, is that both teams managed to grab that overshield twice. So clearly, you know, a little bit of a back and forth in terms of who's timing the power-ups appropriately. But when you talk about the power weapon pickups, that being the sniper rifle, we did manage to see Str8 Rippin just grab it a little bit more than eRa. And because of that sniper rifle, hey, that's the difference maker, man. It's a pretty solid weapon to use on Plaza Slayer, and clearly we saw some work being done. I think it was by Ace, a little bit by Denoxide, but just Str8 Rippin, man, holding on to it for dear life.
Well, going into CTF Truth, Str8 Rippin looking to close it out. I mean, they look very comfortable. Ace is leaning back, hanging out. Typical Ace.
Yeah, I mean,
just chilling.
He's either sleeping or chilling.
Most of the time. Look at that look from Denoxide, though. He's just looking at that screen like, let's start this game, man. I just want to close this series out. No emotion right there. He is just locked in, Denoxide, ready to go. Here we go, the series layout. There you saw game 1, 100-78 Eden Strongholds. Game 2, 50-37 Plaza Slayer. And here we go, Truth CTF. Can Str8 Rippin close it out, or can eRa Eternity bring it back? Let us know in the chat what you think. Is it going to be Str8? Let's see some Str8 hype in the chat, or let's see some eRa hype in the chat if you think they're going to be able to bring this back.
Yeah, I think that there's always a chance, right? And, you know, we talked about Denoxide's little stare right there, and the last time we saw it, I believe it was a reverse sweep. I think it was a best of 7, so a little bit different of a scenario comparatively, but reverse sweep nonetheless. So hopefully, you know, that doesn't necessarily come back to bite Dan again. But there you see on your screen, Mr. Commonly. This guy has been doing he's been doing some work in Halo 5. We saw him team with the likes of EG, Allegiance, a couple other players, and now finds himself over on this eRa roster. And he's a pretty solid force. But at the same time, man, you gotta be worried about this Str8 Rippin team. They look extremely strong right now. So the rest of these guys on this eRa roster really need to step it up right now, give it their all, because I mean it's pretty much their last shot.
Right, you are. Right, you are. Well, here we go. Capture the flag on Truth. I really want to check in here with one of the guys on eRa here to start it off. Let's check in with Commonly. Commonly's been around the block. He knows what it's like to play on the top of these pro teams, and he knows what it takes to win.
X Games gold medalist.
He is an X Games gold medalist, so he knows what it takes to win. Let's see if he's going to be able to kind of help his team and push them to a victory. He's going to be sitting back here, though, trying to get some cover fire across the map. Spots Ace down at bottom middle and finishes up that kill, but playing a little bit more passive. Definitely, and you can do that here on Truth as well. You can definitely kind of play like that H2 style a little bit, but at some point you got to pick up that pressure, and that's exactly what we're seeing these guys do right now.
Oh, 100%. But it looks like it's they're playing more of a team slayer than they are a capture the flag right there. But I got to say, the Noxide must have been outshot by Baby J, because I heard him scream Dan from all the way in back of the caster's booth. Hopping on board now, though, with APG. Gets a solid kill uncommonly with that headshot. Pete Tizype, though, started to run that flag, and it is extremely close to being capped unless APG and the rest of Str8 Rippin do something about it right now.
We have 3 players from Str8 Rippin here inside the base. Wow, taking down 3 players of eRa Prototype, trying to stay alive here at bottom mid. Not going to be able to. That's all 4 down for the guys here on eRa, and that flag is moving, and that flag is moving quick. I believe that flag might be back into the base and about to be capped. Yes, it will be. That's Denoxide getting that first flag cap on the board. But here, let's jump into a listen-in with the guys on Str8 Rippin. These guys kind of just put into a testament that these guys are not slowing up, and they're making that loser's bracket run. So here we go. Listen in with Str8 Rippin.
They're in blue too.
Yeah, just leave. I'm coming. Defend our carrier.
I'm in a car. I'm going to bunch of bubbles.
We're trying to piatic. Our car also, our car.
Camel's 48. Camel's 48.
Our car, flag, full shields. Running in, pig attic.
I have a car, guys. Camel's 48. Camel's 48.
Pick one with flag.
You got it.
I need help our flag.
Camo, guys. Got our pink street. Camel's up now. Camel's up now.
Pink.
Camel's up now.
I got naded. Car one,
Drop it, go for it.
On our base. Put him in also. Put him in.
One shot Camo, guys. One shot Camo, P1.
Pick right now. Put him in the base. Our car.
I'm looking at our car. Car 1. Car 1, Dan's on him.
I'm pushing your pink. Flag in the car pocket. I got base on the base right now. We got flag. Two shots on the base.
Still car 1. Front car 1.
I can't see him.
Car 1, guys.
Car one still.
And they're pink.
Car one still. Pink.
Dan's on him.
They're
pink. At the car lift.
Aaron, pick up the flag.
Pink 2 already.
I'll see him. The window flag.
Come in. 2 car. Car 1, car 2.
Car 2 go on our slide.
Car 2 shot.
There's 2 our car, yeah.
We got flag. Shot there.
No, Aaron, I said it was you.
Bottom in at time in.
Riley, I'm flying. Two left. Two left, 2 shots. Pink behind us.
All right, and there you have it. Str8 Rippin still trying to get that second flag cap, but I do have an update from the floor. Evil Geniuses are playing Luminosity Gaming on the featured station, and the series is tied 1-1. EG has won game number 1, 100-35, Eden Stronghold, and LG has won game number 2, Closet Slayer, 50-35. So they're going into game number 3. That's a big matchup there. The loser of that goes home.
Yeah, that's a back and forth too. I mean, you're talking about 1-1 going now into true CTF. That's a toss-up in my opinion. EG versus LG still going on the side station. But look at this cap by Ace, now going up 2-0 for Str8 Rippin in this game number 3 in a best-of-5 series.
Ace now at top mid, trying to spot out some players spawning over by the car side. He's going to get spotted, but he's got his teammates on the other side moving the flag over towards pink 1. We've got Commonly flying across bottom mid. That's going to be 2 down for Str8 Rippin, though, as they slowly still try and keep that flag alive on the other side of the map by pink. And that's going to be Hines going down. And it looks like that flag is still sitting there, pink 1, but now it will finally get returned. Ace doing his best at staying alive, getting some shots across the map at pink. But it now seems like Str8 Rippin slowed down a little bit, Eric.
Yeah, quite a bit. I mean, but still, when you look at the screens right now, this eRa roster, all 4 went down. Commonly came back up, respawn. Now he gets taken down by Hines, and Baby J off the respawn. It's getting tough, man. It's getting tough for these eRa guys. They keep fighting out of the base. It looks like they've been playing defense from really the start of the game. I don't know if they need a camo to respawn in order to get something going, but it looks like the camo now has fallen in the hands of none other than Ace.
Ace is on the prowl, sneaking behind the team here, gets a kill. That's going to be 2 down for eRa. Ace staying alive, gets his shields back, does know a player is around here at pink side. He's going to keep that flag moving, charging straight out towards pink side. Doesn't finish the kill, but does have a teammate nearby. That flag run is going to be completely stopped, though, dead in its tracks.
Oh, yeah. And now you have Pete Tizype, just a prototype, moving around, pushing into the pink side of the enemy base, now going under the base. It's a little bit of an old Halo 2 tactic. You push in, you go under the base, you force the guys on the enemy team to either spawn level 2 of their own base or in the bubble. And it really puts a lot of pressure on those spawns. The Noxide, though, cleans up, Pete Tizype under the base, and now almost manages to clean up a second one, but APG saves the day, and we got some body shooting going on there, Side.
Denoxide, he is making it known that he is the better player. He's showing no mercy right now. Denoxide, here he comes, making his way across bottom middle, fighting Baby J.
Oh my!
Hello, that's a perfect kill, taking down Baby J. Denoxide saying, do not challenge me 1v1 ever. Commonly now trying to get a flag moving. He'll get taken. No, not taken down. He's still alive. Not able to be still. He is still going.
Strong
What's going
side.
on?
He's
I like the moves,
He's
Commonly.
learned some moves from you, for
I like
sure.
the moves, for sure.
That was pretty impressive. Now on board with Ace and Str8 Rippin. These guys have been doing some great work in this series. Up 2-0 and now up 2-0 in this true CTF game. And 5.5 minutes left. The camo is about to pop in 5 seconds, and Str8 Rippin has complete control. And I'm sure they're damn well aware of it popping up. You know, you got T-Square right behind him. He's probably on top of it.
Yep, as they realize camo's coming up, they're making a push into the base. That's going to be 2 down for eRa, 3 down for eRa, and that flag is now moving. Ace making this push over towards the pink side. Grenades coming in. That player is pink 1. He gets him down to 1 shot. That's a killing spree. He goes down. That flag is still there, and that camo is up on top of that. That flag is now returned. Let's see who's going to get this camo, though. That camo has been sitting up for a good amount of time. You know who it is? That's going to be Denoxide. Denoxide getting the camo. Now look at this in observer mode. You see a few of the players here from Str8 Rippin immediately pushing into the base. Beautiful grenade by Denoxide, but all the players here on Str8 are being taken down inside the base. So
wow,
push is probably not going to happen, but it doesn't matter. His teammates are dying. He's just still slaying.
No, this guy is just a one-man wrecking crew right now in this server. He's just putting in some work and just doing just unbelievable things, whether he's grabbing the camouflage and moving around the map or really just getting in everyone's face. He's 16 and 11 right now. But Richie Hines, man, this guy is 19 and 12. He is doing something that he normally doesn't do, which is slay. And so I got to give him some props right there, man. Normally known for his support role, but he's doing some great job in this lane department here.
Right, you are staying here with Prototype, though. They've got about 4 minutes, and they need to make something happen quick because they are not looking in a good state right now. Str8 Rippin is constantly keeping that pressure up. eRa is not able to get a flag moving. Every time they try and even get to the 50-yard line, halfway through the map, they're just constantly taken down. Randa's taken down as well, commonly at bottom middle. Ooh, great shots by him to take down Ace. But, I mean, is that kind of what you're seeing too?
Yeah, it seems like, you know, when we see Str8 Rippin, they actually end up getting a couple kills and then rolling across the map as a unit, cleaning up anyone who's respawning in their way. But for eRa, it just seems like they're not really capitalizing on these kills whatsoever. They're making a few, you know, costly mistakes. Just like right there, we saw Baby J just kind of sprinting back to the base, not aware that there was a player on Carbine side ready to pounce. And now Str8 Rippin is flooding the enemy base right now, just flooding it. They are in it, and they are ready to pull that flag.
There they go. APG staying alive, getting his shields back. 1 down, that's Prototype down. APG just still staying alive. Look at this. Randa not realizing that player is inside his base, and that just shows you there's a little bit of miscommunication going on from eRa. APG, though, laying down the law. 2 down, that flag is moving, but let's see if they're going to be able to get that cap and get that first one on the board, and they do. That's going to be 2-1, 2.5 minutes left, so there's still hope here for the Eternity guys.
Yeah, that was a huge cap right there to go all the way bottom middle to rush that. While Denoxide was actually focusing on camouflage, so big play at a eRa to take, you know, advantage of that situation. Let's hop on board with Baby J now off the respawn. This guy is known to be a little bit of a trash talker online, and we've seen him bring it to LAN a few times, but he keeps coming back for more, and we're going to see if he can really, you know, progress through the ranks in this Halo 5 season.
Also, we've got another floor update here between the Luminosity and Evil Geniuses match. It is tied 1-1 in Capture the Flag Truth with 8 minutes left on the clock. The series is tied 1-1, so they are playing game number 3. And the loser of that series will go home. Randa now falling at pink 1, 1:45 left. Now we're seeing them kind of make some way over towards the pink side of the map. Big kill there for Prototype as he's got some help right behind him. Now they're making their descent into the base. That's going to be 2 down for Str8 Rippin as they get some shots across the map towards the bubble. That player is not going to be able to get that kill on Prototype. So 1 down for Str8, 2 down for Str8, and that flag could potentially get moving. That's going to be 3 down for Str8 Rippin just for a moment as they spawn up over by the pink side. Triple kill for Prototype. Are they going to be able to tie this game up over on the other side? You've got Commonly running the flag in, and yes, he does it. We are all tied up 2-2. What a play.
Unbelievable plays. It really just all started with Prototype just putting in that work, but the flag is being ran right now, and I believe that is by Mr. Denoxide. This guy is just always doing everything that it takes to win. We saw him slaying in the first couple games. Well, now he's running the flag. Throws a great bank nade right there. Manages to log that kill, and he is just staying alive, getting distraction medals, just making sure that he has that flag ready for his teammates to run, and I believe we see Ace now coming up, grabbing the flag all the way from Pink Run, gets the distraction medal, and is about to log that final tap. Does he get it? He does, and that is the 3-0 in favor of Str8 Rippin. Unbelievable gameplay out of that team.
What a play here, and what a turnaround for these Str8 Rippin guys right now. Just absolutely incredible seeing these guys really kind of kick it up a notch as they take home that series. Still a bit of a way to go here throughout the tournament. That's going to be the end of the road there for eRa Eternity. But, folks, we've got a heck of a match here going on the featured station. It is Evil Geniuses versus Luminosity Gaming. It is tied 2-2 with about 5 minutes left on the clock, and we'll get that pulled up here for you guys at home in just a moment. The series is tied 1-1. The game is tied 2-2 in game number 3. Truth capture the flag. So we'll have that up here in just a moment. But talking a little bit about that last series, though, we saw a lot of slays coming out from Str8 Rippin. 26 kills from APG, 25 from Denoxide, 23 from Hines, and a lot of assists as well. On the other side, not so many slays there from Baby J, but he did put up a lot of assists there. 23 assists.
Just throwing himself out there for the team. I mean, when you see those numbers of assists coming up, and the rest of the team is, about 10 assists less, you got to be curious, what was he doing that other teammates weren't? Obviously, you can look at his kills as well, but when you have that type of a margin between assists amongst your teammates, you got to be curious if they were helping out as much as they should have.
Yeah, and a few more flag grabs on the side of Str8 Rippin. 7 flag grabs compared to the 5 here on eRa.
And the last thing I want to note, again, Str8 Rippin controlling the power-ups. They managed to grab that active camouflage 4 times to only 1 time on eRa. T-Squared, the coach, yet again, doing some great work.
And I believe here on the featured station, let's switch over.